Hello again, people. Yes, pickups. I didn't think I had much. I do. No, it's not that much. But let's crack a beer. We'll crack on with what I've picked up from CEX, charity shops, gifts, trades, Tesco's randomly. I think that's the only places I've been. So there was supposed to be a retro item in this, which was a box N64 game, but it still hasn't turned up from CEX. It's over a week now, but it says it's coming tomorrow, so I might have to do that as a little roulette. I never do roulettes, so we'll do it to find out the condition. Just curious, but we'll crack on. I will do what I picked up in Tesco's first, or well, what the girlfriend picked up for me in Tesco's. They were clearing out a load of pop figures, and I'm not usually a big pop figure guy. I collect a few of the gaming ones. I've got Crash Bandicoot and a Psyduck up there somewhere over there. Up there I've got all the Horizon Zero Dawn ones, but I do like the Pokemon ones. And they were clearing these out at £6 each, so I didn't get them all. I only got 2 of them because I'm not too fussed about getting the newer generation Pokemon, but the older ones, yeah. So we got a Charmander. Hopefully he's not going to be too hard to see on the screen. Put them over there so they're trying to find spaces for stuff. I thought I'd try and be organised with this today. Nah, ain't happening. And a Mewtwo. So, yeah. Again, and it's the old school angle, like just sat in front of a camera. Not with anything set up on a TV showing or anything, because I'm a lazy bastard. And no one cares about that. They just want to see what I picked up, I guess. By the way, this beer smells incredible. It's Northern Monk Guava Hazy Pale Ale one. Pity it doesn't taste amazing. It tastes a bit bland. But never mind. Now we'll crack on with some charity shop stuff. This one, it's not stuff people like. But I bought this bag. These are 50p each, and it's full of Skylanders. I don't know why I grabbed these. I've completed one of the games, and I quite enjoyed it, and never bothered to go back to the others. But I thought if I do play the others, I can basically rinse through them, because I'll have a shit ton of toys. Because pretty much your toys work as your lives, and you switch them out as different characters and that. But here's a big bag full of them. From all the different kind of generations, is that what you call it? So you can tell by different coloured bottoms and things to them. But yeah, I won't go through them all. If I can be asked, I will put a picture up of all of the Skylanders in the bag. But they were 50p each, and there's nothing in there that's like really crazy expensive, not like that 250 quid one you can pick up that's like a sparkly looking rainbow dragon or something. I can't remember what it is. But, yeah. So we'll go on to some more charity stuff. I picked up, got 2 360 games here. I don't really find many I need anymore, but I didn't need this, but it's a variant, so I went for it. Same with the other one. So we've got the Fallout 3 and Oblivion double pack. So yeah, it comes with this weird little manual, and both discs are in there. But one being a classics, well, they're both classics, so yeah, I tried not to go down like the double pack route, but if I find them, it's £1 this was, so I wasn't going to leave it, was I? And this one I haven't even opened to see if this is complete or not, but if it is, well, if it isn't, I've got the discs and all the manuals that will go in it. But I just wanted it because it's a steelbook. This is the version of BioShock I originally bought all them years ago, and I got rid of it. So luckily, got a steel tin again. So yeah, just really cool. It feels like it's going to be complete, but it doesn't matter if it is or isn't. I just wanted the tin because all the contents are the same as the standard edition. I do need to get the stickers off that, but again, that was £1. Then I found, there's no real order to it. I'll do these two next to make a bit more sense. Found some GameCube bits. I bought this thinking I didn't have it. Turns out I do have it, but it'll be good for a case. And the disc's pretty ropey anyway, but it was only £2. Which is a copy of 13 on the GameCube. I don't think it's even complete. Nah, it's got the disc, but no manual. So I haven't actually played the remake of this yet, but apparently it's dreadful, so I do need to try it. But didn't think I had that. Turns out I do. I thought I had it on something else, but I have it on the Cube. And the other one, what was that? Did I say that was £2? This was 50p, which was WWE Day of Reckoning 2, but it was 50p because there's no disc in it, just a case and manual. So I need to track down a disc for this. Usually I'm pretty good at tracking down discs for stuff, but the disc for this is pretty expensive on its own, so yeah, it's good to just get the case for it and hopefully get a full version one day. So I'm on the lookout for a disc. Then we found a couple of PS4 games. This is a game I've played already on the Xbox 360 and Xbox One, so I'd happily do it again on the PS4. I don't think I already have it. Just Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. Yeah, it's a little kind of like emotional story about, I think your dad is ill or something, and you've got to go get someone to sort him out and cure him. But it plays, you control two characters at the same time. So one analog stick does one character and one analog stick does the other. With, I think it's the shoulder buttons split either side of the controller, which allows you to do different actions. But it's not very long. It's just really good. So I would recommend this to anyone. This was £2 or £3, £3 maybe. Can't remember. I've bought these over so much time that I can't remember. I think it was £3. And another one. This is one of, I don't think I have a physical copy of this, but I've been playing this on EA Play / Game Pass, and I don't really like it. But I thought I'd grab a physical of it, but there's no point. It'll one day be a coaster. It'll be useless at one point. But it is just the Need for Speed game called Need for Speed. Yeah, the cutscenes in this are super, super cringy. And to be honest, I didn't enjoy the way it felt when you like the way it controls or anything. It does look nice, but as I said, yeah, the cutscenes just ruined it for me. I will go back and finish it, and if I do it on the Xbox, I might do this one before it disappears forever. But just, that was, again, I think £3. I think all the no, not all the PS4 stuff I picked up was £3. Those two were. The next PS4 game, the next two, this one I think still has the sticker on it. No, it doesn't. I've taken the sticker off. It is Constructor. Construction meets corruption. No idea. This was £1. I think it's like a strategy, like town building game. It looks like it might be quite mafia central or something, or like organized crime. But it might be quite fun. I used to really like these types of games when I was younger, but I've really fallen off playing them. I think it's because I used to play them on the PC, and then I moved mainly to consoles and stuff. And when I picked these up, they just didn't feel the same. But some of these let you use the mouse and stuff, so you just gotta make sure they've put mouse support in. Usually it's just a USB mouse, but it probably doesn't on the PS4. Up next we've got, this was £1. I'm pretty sure this is another one that's going to be a coaster. It might already be a coaster, I don't know. But it might also be free to play now. I don't know. But it's For Honor. But yeah, just for £1. I don't know if it still works. It's an online only multiplayer game, isn't it? I think with like emphasis on like sword play and stuff. But I remember seeing videos of it years ago of people just like stun locking people on bridges until they fall off, and that's the only way they could win. So I don't know. Not my kind of thing. I'm not a big fan of online only games, even though I have been playing a lot of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game recently with Grissy, which is surprisingly good fun. It's like Dead by Daylight, which I'm not a big fan of, but she loves that, so it's just good fun to play with her. Plus it's on Game Pass. Game Pass? Game Pass, that's why I'm playing it. Got one PS2 game? Yeah, one PS2 game for the charity shops. I'm pretty sure I've got this. I don't know, it was £1, so I thought I'd grab it. This does actually still have the sticker on the back. But I was once trying to get the entire set of these really bad games by this company. So it's a Phoenix title. It's a Dinosaur Adventure. I don't know if I have it. I might do. But it was complete, and it's in pretty good shape, to be honest with you. It's just one of those stupid games where it's like a crap cartoon with some puzzles and stuff on it. Like, you can look at the back and see how bad it looks. Like, that looks absolutely dreadful. But yeah, you get these slide puzzles and stuff, and then it lets you watch a bit of cartoon. Same as most of the Phoenix games do. They're all shit. But some of them are quite pricey. Still going with the charity stuff. Found some PS1 bits in the charity shop. I was impressed by this. I've still got the price on the backs of these, so I can tell you. These were £3 each. This first one is a game I found years ago in the same charity shop, and they wanted £3 for it. And I didn't want to pay £3 for, at that point, like a £1 game. But it was £3 this time as well. And it's complete, so I just picked it up. It's Shrek Treasure Hunt. I think it might be a party kind of game. I don't know. It might be a platformer. I imagine it's a party game of some kind. But it is complete. And for £3 with a decent case. Can't say no, can you? Next one, the case isn't as bad. Well, the case isn't as good, should I say. It's got a couple of cracks in it somewhere. But I thought, again, it's complete. Both of these discs are in, like, immaculate condition. I like weird, stupid kart racers and things, so I've got The Land Before Time Racing Adventure. Isn't there something weird with The Land Before Time? Like, the person who plays Petrie, the little tiny pterodactyl, she was a really young girl, and she was, like, brutally murdered by her father in real life or something. Is it Petrie? Is that her name? I don't know, it's been a long time since I've seen it, but I know there's something really weird with the girl who voiced it. If not, I'm talking bollocks. But yeah, Land Before Time. Then got a DS and a 3DS game. I picked this up because I'm pretty sure I have a case only of this with a manual, and now this is a case and a cartridge. I don't even like these games, but I thought if I've got the bits, I've got to put them together. So it's Lego Star Wars 2. So does not have a manual, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, just a cart. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Lego games, but I always pick them up, and I don't know why. Beer's got me burping as well. But yeah, case is in pretty shit state. It's pretty faded on the edge. So I thought I'd put that with the other one and make a complete copy that I'll never play. So I think that's 50p or £1. I don't know. Money went to charity. That's all that matters, isn't it? And the final charity one that I thought, I've seen this a few times. I've seen it at car boots. I've seen it everywhere. And I never pick it up because I think I thought I had it. Turns out I don't. So thought I'd grab it now. It is a staple on the 3DS. It's Mario Kart 7. I thought I had this. I do not. I can't remember if it's complete or not. I don't know if it's supposed to have a manual, but it has some like gubbins in there. So again, it's probably pretty redundant now. Mario Kart 8's out, isn't it? And I imagine, is the whole of the 3DS offline now? I don't know. I don't keep up with the 3DS stuff, but I'll give it a go. Alright, swig some more beer, then we'll get on to the stuff which I've bought in Game and CEX. So, up first from Game. I think I bought just PS5 games one journey in. Actually, I'll show all of them together. Oh, choking on the beer. So picked up, I think it's pronounced Chia. I did a stream of this to see what it was like. It's an open world cross between, say, if you put Wind Waker with Breath of the Wild, so you've got the sea kind of traversal, and then all like the stamina and climbing over things and just looking for stuff. But it says it's got no combat. It does have combat. You have these little like camps you have to clear out, but you can't attack anyone. But you can take over animals and rocks and things and all different weird, just like kind of like spirit jack them, I can call it. So to clear camps, I've been setting animals I've possessed on fire and running through them, running into people and burning them all to death. So it's not that friendly. But yeah, it's a really nice looking game. It's quite interesting, the fact that it doesn't have like waypoints or anything. You have to work out where you're going yourself by like looking at, you've got a map, but it doesn't show you on the map where you are. but you have to look at like landmarks to work out where you are and things. It's pretty good actually. I do need to go back and play a bit more of it, but I'd actually recommend it. If you find it cheap, recommend it. It's just different. It has skins like that you can use in the game with this version of it. I don't know if you see them there on the back. It says the different ones. So it's got skins for like, it's got Sifu and stuff. But the weirdest one for a game that's like real colourful, what's it called? Scorn. There's a character pack for the game Scorn, which if you know what that is, it's not very kid friendly. Really bizarre. Really bizarre. The next two I bought, these are ones I bought at the same time when I was in there. This was one that was recommended to me by Geordie Slasher. I was going to stream it, but then I thought about it and thought it isn't the kind of game that anyone would watch. But I have beat it now. It is Killer Frequency. Basically, you're a radio DJ, and there's a killer in the town, and all the 911 calls get routed to the radio station because the cops are out of town because one of them's been stabbed. So you then have to talk all the people through like how to avoid the killer, but it'll be like, tell me the best route to get to this place, and you'll have to run to a different part of your station which has like a map of the town on it, and you have to work out like they'll give you like, oh, there's a couple of landmarks, and you're like, okay, so you're there, so you've got to work out, you've got to get there, see which roads are blocked off and stuff. Or telling people how to get through a maze, like there's a maze and you've got like the map of the maze, but you can't see where they are on the maze. They're like, say, oh, there's a tree in front of me and that, and you have to say go left or go right, or it's pretty interesting. So it's almost puzzle / visual novel, but with like 3D Roman bits around the radio station, which is actually really cool. But you do actually have to like run adverts and put on like music and things for it, so it is like running a radio station. It's really bizarre, but it's really good. I really like this, and it was pretty cheap. I think it was about 15 quid. I think it was something like that. So it was like Chia. I think Chia was like 20 quid. I don't think either of them were very expensive. And the last one, which I haven't yet played out of the 3 that I picked up on that trip, is the Grey Hill Incident. I know this has a PS4 version, but I don't know if it's out yet. But I kind of want it for my PS4 horror set. All I know of it is you run around in the woods with a baseball bat twatting aliens in the face. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to playing this. I will stream this one probably. It's been released by the same publisher as Madison, and I recently played that, and I loved that. It's not the same developer, so I can't expect the same quality as that, but I'm hoping that they would try and publish something of an equal quality. But yeah, don't see many horror games with aliens in. And the ones I can think of is probably, other than the Aliens games, the Area 51 games. And if you want to class the X-Files-y stuff, I guess. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. It also says 23rd on the side of it. I guess it was released on the 23rd. It's got a sticker. Everything I get from this game always says check copy on it. Sell last or something. So I guess they only get one version of each of these games in. Alright, more beer. I need to stop putting that down so harshly next to the microphone. Okay, this was... Well, the whole reason I went to the game in the first place, and I keep going back, was Gordon over at Gib84 said that this was now available in their 3 for 2 for their pre-owned stuff. Couldn't find it pre-owned, but it was brand new, and I thought I'd grab it. It's one I really want to play. I probably should have bought another PlayStation copy of it because I want to get the full set on there. But they had the Xbox version, which is the Chant. Yeah, it's, from what I know, it's like a group of, is it holidaymakers or people? They go to a retreat, and it turns out they stumble across a cult or something, and then it all goes a bit mad. To be honest, the enemy design looked really cool in it. That's all I know. But again, there you go. Check copy. All of them. Every single thing I buy says check copy on it. Yeah, so just looking forward to it. It does come with like an art book or something. It's not a steel book, it's just a art book in there. But looking forward to it. I got this covered in Coca-Cola. because when we went to game, we'd been to McDonald's beforehand, and I went to pull away and didn't realise that the girlfriend had still left a cup of Coca-Cola on the dashboard, and it landed all over it. So lucky I did buy a sealed one because it cleaned off fine. So she was not happy because she also got covered in Coke. But never mind. And the last one that I've bought from Game, this was in their deal for like 12 quid. It was down from like 39.99 to like 12 quid or something stupid. It's called Scars Above. Never heard of it. Burping again. Yeah, never heard of it. But the guy, well, to be honest, when I went to buy it, the guy went, Scars Above, good choice. Which is strange, because usually I get a, why the hell do you want that and what is it? That's the response I get. It's like, weird stuff. I like weird stuff. I think it's a sci-fi horror game. That's all I know. I do know that Geordie Slasher said he played it on day one, and he told me that if I want to get all the achievements on it, to make sure I scan every enemy I come across. He said he almost platinumed it on the PlayStation in one run, but didn't, missed a couple of enemies, so I've got to scan everything, whatever that means, but I'll find out when I play it. Now on to some CEX stuff. I think this was either CEX or eBay, I can't remember, but I think it cost the same. I think I got this off eBay actually, but it was the same as buying it in CEX, so. I think this is from a series of RPGs that I don't think ever came out in the UK. They came out in Japan and America, and they're like ghastly expensive in America. And this one is not. This one is dreadful, I think, which is Lunar Genesis. This was £6. I'm pretty sure it's known to be dreadful because I think you always use life when you're walking or something. I think that's the game that this is. But I thought, RPG on the DS for 6 quid. It's worth a shot in it. Give it a go. It turned up complete. So, we'll see how bad it is. Plus it's a Rising Star game. But I guess it's got Atari's name on it, so you know it's going to be bad. This is one that I was finally wanting to play. I did stream a bit of this, but I've done one stream of it. It was 2 hours long, and it was all cutscene. So I didn't get very far into it. But I loved the first game, so I thought I need to get the sequel when it comes to a point that I'd be willing to pay for it. And I think this was 15 quid. I can't remember. I can't remember if I bought this with credit or not. I might have. But it's a Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise on the Switch. Yeah, I loved the first one. It was one of those games that was so bad it was good. And the story was insane, and I think it's just going to be just as mad in this. From what I've realised so far, I think this is a prequel to that one. Don't hold me to that, though. I was trying to talk to people and watch a serious amount of dialogue at the same time, but I think I did get to the point where I got a skateboard and was blitzing around an open world on a skateboard. I think I got to a meat processing plant or something really random, but I haven't found any enemies or anything on it yet, but I imagine it would just be the same as the first one, that kind of thing. Where they're a bit shit, but good. I don't know, the first one had like a raincoat killer that chased you around, and it would split the screen down the middle, so where you were like hiding in a locker, you'd be able to see through his eyes and your eyes, but it really, really tanked the frame rate, and I think this is supposed to also play rather poorly. But hopefully it's been patched enough, I don't know. I will go back to that and continue playing that. Talking about being able to see through people's eyes, this is a game that I've wanted for ages. I have the sequel to it already, and I have the reimagining of this one on the PS3. It is a game made by some of the members of Team Silent, who made the original Silent Hill, not Silent Hill 2, which is Forbidden Siren. I've needed this for my horror collection for ages, and I finally just thought, it's in stock in CX, I'll buy it, why not? It's annoying. It's got like the where there's been a sticker on there, so it's bulged up a little. I can just change out the case, but this is the one that says that is actually from this. and it showed up today, and it's really nice shape. It even has the little Shibido card, so you got the little postcard with one of the Shibido on it. Quite cool. But yeah, as I said, seeing through people's eyes. There's a game. It uses a game system with sight jacking, where you can look through your enemy's eyes and see where they're going, so you can stealth around past them. I know that this version's supposed to be really difficult to know what you're doing, because it kind of you play like through a timeline, and if you forget to pick up an item in a timeline, or if you forget to say destroy something in that timeline, when you get to the next person, you can't continue because you didn't do it before with another character, and you have to keep jumping backwards and forwards. And it says just to play this with a guide. But I haven't beat the second one. I've played a lot of the second one, and I beat the Blood Curse, Siren Blood Curse on PS3, which I need to go back and do some more of, actually, get some trophies on it. But yeah, that's a reimagining of this, which was brought out as like an episodic version, but in the UK we got it on a disc as one game. So looking forward to playing that. This is one I've been looking for ages. It used to always command quite a decent price. So I thought for my 360 collection, when I get it, I ordered this at the same time as Siren and the N64 game, which didn't show up. But it's down to £6 now. It turned up complete with the manual and everything, which is Saints Row Get Out of Hell. It's a little spin-off game where you're in hell. I've completed it on the Xbox One, so it's always good to get it again. This turned up absolutely annihilated, but luckily I have loads of random cases everywhere. So, yeah. But Saints Row, this is actually quite fun. I think there's one co-op achievement in it for playing like 2 or 3 hours with someone else. So when I do the 360 one, I may have to pester somebody to play it with me. Okay, these are the last 2 bits from CEX. So I don't know what this game is. I guess it's some kind of hack and slashy looking RPG. It doesn't have a manual, so I need to try and track one down. But it was in CEX. I'd never seen it. It's on the PSP. It is Blade Dancer. So I will open it up and show you the little UMD, but it falls out. I know nothing about this. It's not. It's an Ignition game. Yeah, know nothing about it. So happy to give it a go. You never know. These games, when you see them, you got to grab them. This type of stuff just vanishes. So yeah, I'll be looking for a manual for that. This is also one that I've been looking for ages. I always forget about it. I always see people mention it. I think Retro Ghetto mentioned it as a hidden gem, or he's been playing it, but it might have popped up in his, was it in his Switch hidden gems or something? I don't know. He kept mentioning it, but I've been after it for ages, and I didn't know it came out on the PS4, so I was hoping it had, and I randomly walked into it in CEX for £22, I think it was. So I thought I'd have to grab it. It's Gear Shifters. It's a little top-down shmup, but in a car, which you can like level up and stuff. It looks quite fun. I don't think it's the best of that type of game, but yeah, it's one I've always been interested in. Never seen the PS4 version. I'll have someone tell me that they've told me ages ago there's a PS4 version of it, but never mind. I've got it now. I can play it. Alright, last 3 bits here. I have 2 gifts from Gordon, Gib84. The most generous man on YouTube, I'm telling you. He put in a WhatsApp group not long ago. He tagged everyone who was like big into Xbox stuff. Did anybody need any of these games? And I needed these 2. Because it turns out I have a case for one of these, but didn't have the disc, which was this one. MotoGP 15. For some reason I have a copy of this in a NHL game that I got in a charity shop. But now I've got a complete copy, so I can play this properly now. So if I can find the disc, anyone wants a disc of it, I'll pass it on. And following that is MotoGP 17. I'm a big fan of racing games, so I'm looking forward to doing these. Bit worried though. I played MotoGP 22, is it 20 or 22 recently on Game Pass, and it's dreadful. Like the controls, I don't get it. The brakes don't seem to work. Like no matter how much you hold the brakes, it's just like the momentum slowing down. I don't get it. So it's the only game so far I've had to play with automatic braking to make it actually do anything, and that still isn't any good. But I'm hoping these older ones are a bit more, I don't know, not arcadey, because they're always simulation games, but feels like you've got a bit more control, because the older games always both had no trouble with them, like the ones on the 360. So I'm hoping these are more like that. But looking forward to them. And the final one is a game I've been after for a very long time. I wanted the Xbox 360 version, but it's never came out over it. It was only, I think in the States it was released. But I will get it one day. And we got a PAL version of this on the PS3. But ironically, I have the American PS3 version. But it's all good. I just really want to play it. I did a trade with Champion 2D Rob on, well, when he was on, we were both on Swap Shop together. Not last time. It was on month before. That's how long I've been gathering this stuff. I sent him something and he sent me this, which is DuckTales Remastered. I've always wanted to play this, so now I've got it, I can. I need to open it as well. It's sealed and the disc's loose, so I'll sort that out soon. But yeah, I was a big fan of DuckTales games when I was a kid. I always preferred the sequel to the first one, but it doesn't mean it's a bad game. I played them both to death, so yeah, looking forward to it. It looks... Some of these like remasters, I never know if I like the art style because they always look like Flash games to me. But we'll have a look. We'll see what it's like. It can't be bad. It's DuckTales. Love DuckTales. So yeah, that is everything. Everything I've picked up over the last month, I think. I don't know, month and a bit. Don't think I've picked anything else. I'm having a quick look around. If I have, yeah. That said, that N64, and I might do a CX roulette video just because I'm curious, because it's not coming on its own. If it's going to be well packaged, if it's going to be messed up or whatever. And at least I'll be able to put a protector on it and get it on the shelf if it's any good straight away. So, anyway, have fun. I'm going to bugger off. See ya!